Imagine being born into a world where your mother abandons you as a baby. Imagine the pain, the confusion, and the questions. Now imagine turning that pain into a symphony of hope and faith. This is the story of Kirk Franklin, a man whose music has become a beacon of hope for many and whose faith has moved mountains. Born on a chilly January day in 1970 in Fort Worth, Texas, Kirk's life was anything but ordinary. Raised by his Aunt Gertrude, who took him in after his mother left him, Kirk's early years were marked by love and sacrifice. Gertrude, in an act of pure love and belief in his talent, recycled aluminum cans to afford piano lessons for young Kirk. By the tender age of 4, he was playing music by ear, reading and writing scores, an early indication of the musical genius he would become. The trials of his childhood weren't confined to his birth. At just 7 years old, Kirk received his first music contract, a promise of a future in music that his aunt wisely decided he was too young to undertake. By the age of 11, he was directing music at the Mount Rose Baptist Church Adult Choir, a testament to his prodigious talent and passion for gospel music. The turbulence of his teenage years was a crucible that tested his faith. He wrestled with his strict religious upbringing, strayed, but remarkably found his way back to his faith. A tragic loss of a friend to gun violence was a turning point, steering him back to the church, where he once again directed the choir and co-founded the Humble Hearts. Despite the trials of his childhood, Kirk's passion for music and his faith were his guiding light. They led him to form Kirk Franklin and the Family in 1992, setting a new precedent in gospel music that blended traditional faith with a modern sound. His debut album with the Family was a platinum success, and it remained atop the gospel charts for unprecedented stretches, marking the beginning of Kirk Franklin's journey as a force reshaping the landscape of spiritual music. The teenage years often bring turbulence, and for Kirk Franklin, it was no different. As a young man, Kirk found himself wrestling with his strict religious upbringing. This internal struggle led him on a path away from his faith, a path that would later prove to be a detour rather than a departure. Kirk found himself enveloped in a world far removed from the sanctuary of the Mount Rose Baptist Church. However, the tragic loss of a friend to gun violence served as a stark wake-up call. It shattered his world, propelling him back towards the spiritual haven he had once strayed from. The church once again became his refuge, his solace, his source of strength. Back within the embrace of his faith, Kirk resumed his role as the music director of the church choir. The choir, under his guidance, began to harness the power of gospel, their voices resonating with the divine. The power of their music did not go unnoticed. It caught the attention of gospel legend Milton Bigham, who recognized the raw talent and potential in young Kirk. During this period, Kirk also co-founded the Humble Hearts, a group that would lay the groundwork for his future endeavors in the world of gospel music. With the Humble Hearts, Kirk began to experiment with the traditional sounds of gospel, infusing them with his unique, modern touch. The group served as a platform for Kirk to express his renewed faith through music, to share his spiritual awakening with the world. Out of the ashes of his struggles, a new Kirk Franklin began to emerge, one who was ready to reshape the landscape of spiritual music. The trials of his teenage years had tested his faith, but they had also strengthened it. The pain of loss had led him back to his faith, and now Kirk was ready to use his music to inspire, to uplift, and to heal. The stage was set for the rise of a new era in gospel music, an era that would be defined by the symphony of Kirk Franklin's triumph and faith. In 1992, a new sound began to echo through the hearts of believers. It was the sound of Kirk Franklin and the Family, a unique ensemble that would redefine the landscape of gospel music. The group, formed from the choir members of the church where Kirk was directing, brought together a mix of voices that harmonized not just in melody, but also in their shared faith and passion for gospel. Their debut album was a revelation. Kirk's ability to blend traditional gospel with modern sound, to weave the sacred with the secular, resulted in an album that was both timeless and contemporary. It was a testament to Kirk's vision and his ability to create music that resonated with a diverse audience. The album was a platinum success, a feat that was unheard of in the gospel genre. It stayed at the top of the gospel charts for an unprecedented number of weeks, a clear sign that Kirk Franklin and the family were a force to be reckoned with. But Kirk didn't stop there. He pushed the boundaries of gospel music, blending it with R&B and soul, creating a unique sound that was distinctly his own. His subsequent albums, such as What You're Looking For, continued to break new ground in the gospel genre, earning him his first Grammy Awards. Notably, Kirk's composition Joy was included in the best-selling gospel album of all time, The Preacher's Wife. This marked his influence not just on the gospel genre, but on mainstream music and artists as well. Kirk was not just a gospel artist. He was a musician who could bridge worlds, who could bring together the sacred and the secular, the traditional and the modern. As the 90s progressed, so did Kirk's influence. His music continued to evolve, to push the boundaries of what was possible in gospel music. And through it all, his faith remained the bedrock upon which his music was built. The rise of Kirk Franklin and the family was not just a music phenomenon. It was a testament to the power of faith, of perseverance, and of the universal language of melody. The turn of the millennium brought a period of transformation for Kirk Franklin. As the calendar flipped to a new century, the harmony within Kirk Franklin and the family began to falter. The unity that had birthed chart-topping gospel anthems was strained by the weight of lawsuits and internal disputes. The discord echoed the end of an era, a poignant reminder that even the most resonant symphonies must sometimes face their final note. But Kirk Franklin, a maestro of faith as much as music, was not one to be silenced. As the family disbanded, a new ensemble was born, rising like a phoenix from the ashes of conflict. Kirk Franklin Presents 1NC, or One Nation Crew, was a testament to Kirk's unyielding resilience and his determination to keep the music flowing. This new collective was a divergence from Kirk's previous efforts. The sound was fresh, the lyrics were bold, and the spirit was as fervent as ever. It was a fusion of the old and the new, traditional gospel meeting contemporary sound, a reflection of Kirk's own journey through faith and music. The new direction was not without its challenges. The transition from a familiar ensemble to a new collective was a leap of faith for Kirk, a leap he took with the courage of a man whose trust is firmly rooted in the divine. Yet, despite the turbulence, Kirk's enduring belief in the power of gospel music remained unshaken. The music of 1NC was a testament to Kirk's ability to evolve, to adapt, and to keep his faith at the forefront, even in the face of adversity. Songs like Unconditional and Nobody resonated with listeners, their messages of love and faith echoing the very principles that guided Kirk's own journey. As the 2000s unfolded, it became clear that Kirk's transformation was not just personal, but a reflection of the evolving landscape of gospel music. His ability to embrace change, to navigate turbulence, and to emerge stronger was a testament to his unyielding faith. Despite the end of an era, Kirk remained resilient, a testament to his unyielding faith. His music continues to be a beacon of hope, a symphony of triumph and faith, echoing the power of transformation and the beauty of enduring belief. As we journey through the 2000s, Kirk Franklin's role as a solo artist and producer begins to flourish. With his innate ability to fuse gospel with mainstream music, Kirk's talent saw him working on the soundtrack for Kingdom Come. This project was a notable testament to his broadening influence, featuring collaborations with a diverse range of artists from the gospel duo Mary Mary to the soulful Jill Scott. His work not only amplified his voice in the music industry, but also opened avenues for other artists to explore the intersection of gospel and contemporary sound. His collaborations were a harmonious blend of faith and art, a testament to his versatility and the expansive reach of his music. From the pulpit to the recording studio, Kirk Franklin's work echoed with a unique rhythm that transcended genres and brought people together. Kirk Franklin continued to bridge worlds through the universal language of music. As we reflect on the life and legacy of Kirk Franklin, we celebrate more than just an artist. We honor a visionary whose music has powerfully echoed through time, reshaping the landscape of gospel and mainstream music alike. His compositions, deeply rooted in his personal trials and triumphs, have transformed raw emotions into harmonies that resonate with the human soul. Kirk's influence extends beyond the borders of the gospel genre. His innovative blending of traditional gospel with modern R&B and soul has not only earned him numerous accolades, but also paved the way for future artists, inspiring them to push boundaries and break conventions. His music serves as a beacon of hope, a testament to the transformative power of faith and perseverance. It transcends cultural, racial, and religious barriers, uniting us under the universal language of melody. Thank you for joining us on today's Divine Documentaries as we celebrated the life and legacy of Kirk Franklin, a true testament to the power of faith, perseverance, and the universal language of melody.